is time now for our weekly segment from the CBS News Confirmed team. They're the folks that help us sort out fact from fiction. Today we are talking about fake cancer cures. You may have seen this in shows like Cider Vinegar. That Netflix series dramatizes the real-life story of Belle Gibson, an Australian wellness influencer who claimed to have cured her terminal brain cancer only using homegrown remedies. Research published in the American Cancer Society's journal last year shows how cancer misinformation often has more reach than medical facts. Dr. Stacy Loeb is the author behind that research and professor at New York University Langone Health and joins us now to break it all down. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what is going on? This Netflix show highlights how easy it is for misinformation to spread, which we know. I mean, we've talked about how this happens with political story. Why did you decide to look into this, and what were your findings?
Yes, well, thank you. So, obviously everybody's going online these days, and including for cancer information. And so we really wanted to know, what is the quality of what they're seeing? And we were just so devastated to see how bad it is. In fact, across multiple platforms, even 40% of the information with facts was misinformative. And so this is really worrisome. People with cancer, very scared, desperate to find options.
I mean, the thing about lies, right, is that lies go around the world by the time truth puts on its pants. It's the old truism, and it seems like it's true even in cancer.
It is, and so we found actually more engagement with inaccurate cancer information. So just because something has a lot of views or likes does not mean that it is good information.
And so what are some examples of things that have really spread, and what's the impact? I mean, are people missing out on real medical treatments?
Yes, so exactly. There's, several different types. There's outdated facts. So, thankfully, we've had a lot of progress in cancer over the past several years. So something that was in the guidelines even 5 years ago, 2 years ago, may no longer be accurate. Right. So some of it is just something that was true, and now it's no longer true. But things just kind of remain online in perpetuity unless it's actively taken down. Then there's also stuff about symptoms. There's posts saying, oh, if you have erectile dysfunction or bone pain, these could be early warning signs of prostate cancer. Like, no, prostate cancer doesn't have any early warning signs, actually. That's why screening is so important.
So I have been known from time to time to chat with people in my family about garbage that they will post, and you get in a little back and forth with them, and they're like, look, you don't know, what do you know? It's like, I'm just sharing it with the public, and then they'll sort it out. So I come around to the question of motivation. Are people posting this bad information because they're just sort of floating ideas, or because they have ill will?
I think some of it, people are just sharing their story, but no two people are the same. Every person is different. Every cancer is different. And so what really works for you or what doesn't work may be totally not what is going to be the right thing for someone else.
So where should people get their information about cancer?
Yes. So one great source where I actually get my information as a physician is the National Comprehensive Cancer Network, and they have all their guidelines in a patient version. So any specific cancer that you're looking for, you can read the national guidelines in the patient form.
One pushback question here, which is, you do hear stories sometimes from patients who say, yeah, the doctors were all telling me X, Y, and Z, but I did my own research and I brought something to them and then they agreed and it made a difference.
Right. There's definitely a positive aspect to this too, and I definitely still encourage everybody to get informed, do your own research, but then, talk about it with your healthcare team. I don't recommend just taking on new things before a discussion with your doctor.
That's great advice. Dr. Loeb, thank you very much. Appreciate it.